Hello everyone. I was trying to do a video concerning why I, couldn't defend myself or, speak for myself in the legal troubles. It's just, I need to, now that I'm able to put these, I see what's happened. I see it was never about Nancy Tibbetts. I can defend the word. I can defend what is right, but to try to defend myself or try to speak for myself, even against the probation and the counseling, it's like, and for one, I have a hard time speaking against someone who don't care, or someone who just is looking at me as your typical probationer that's just trying to say anything just to persuade. When someone is looking at me critically when I'm speaking the truth, but they don't care, or they're not believing, and I need to express and, put these things out, concerning Nancy Tibbetts and her legal troubles and what's happened and what's going on, because since the revelation, that my mind's not on Nancy Tibbetts. And now that the legal troubles is putting the spotlight on me, and it's not, and I'm not about me. I can't even put my mind to being about me, and now they want me to go sit in the class 3 hours, 3 days a week, and I need to say what I need to say about these things, because basically what they're doing, I should be off probation. I have no need for any drug and alcohol, but what they're doing is blackmail. You got to do this, although all evidence points that, proves that we're lying and we're not correct about you. But, because you're on probation, if you don't do this, we'll take away your freedom. And that's blackmail. They're trying to make me give them money to sit in a class that I don't need, and it can be proved. Even look at my videos, someone would know, no, this chick's not on alcohol, this chick's not on drugs, this chick has no problem. The only problem I have is that I did something that was probably stupid, but it was really none of their business, and the cop had no business pulling me over. It's all an abuse of authority, and that's what I want to change. And I know that that's partly what my testimony and my story, what will be done through my journey. And it's not, this vessel you see, this is not what I am concerned about. That what is within this vessel, it gets out. That's what I'm concerned about. And that the work of this vessel is done. But I know that I need to get, now that it's been almost 2 years since my trouble. Has been over a year, I know. And I just wanted to put it behind me, but I need to say what I need to say, because I wasn't capable then. I was so far from thinking or anything of myself. My every thought is in the Word and in Spirit, and here I am. How can I bring myself to talking about me and looking at me? And it's just, I can't. Now I need to get these things out. I need to say what needs to be said and put it behind me, because I am not about what you see here. And for me to have to go sit 3 hours, 3 times a week in a class that I have no business being in. What am I supposed to learn from them? LOL. The only thing I can do if I'm made to have to go through that is that I know I can help others there. That I am ready to, I'm not going. I remember one time I ended up doing 72 days in jail to get off a probation once. And I need to tell my story of these things, and it all is proved. There was witnesses other times, I need to tell it rightly. And I think of these witnesses that know how I was wrong. You know, they're a part of my journey, and they're a part of my story coming out. You know, but what was I gonna say on it though? What was I gonna say? I just need to get, you know, now I understand. Now I understand why I couldn't speak up for myself. Why you know, it was never about Nancy. I'm not about me. Them keeping me, I can't even put my mind on Nancy. How am I going to go put my mind on, you know, it's just so crazy. I can't even put it into words. But I need to get it behind me. I need to get what's going on and, you know, what's happened with me, the legal troubles. I need to get it out so I don't have to think about it. But then again, here they are, which I can't even think about it. And here they are trying to make me go to these classes for 4 months where I'm supposed to talk about me when I'm not even about me. Only thing I can, you know, I don't know what I'm so confused about. I'm not confused. I just have to take these things day by day, and it's kind of hard to talk about someone that doesn't exist. The person they're, you know, wanting to look at and to evaluate and fix, that person's already been, is not even a thought. You know, she's not even that person was just a vessel to learn what is now filled with me, you know, within me. And it's just so confusing trying to speak of these things. I don't know. Did that make sense? I don't know. It will. I need to put it out rightly, whether anyone understands, or I need to speak these things just to put this away from me. My thought is not on Nancy Tibbetts. You know, it's just to let the work be done through Nancy Tibbetts, and the work is not about Nancy Tibbetts. It's about, you know, that person is no longer here. You know, that person's no longer a thought, you know. It's just to let the Spirit work and to let, you know, to show what has been done through my life and what will be done through my life. And that others can be whole. I want, you know, to be made whole. That you can share the testimony and others can, you know, receive the things of life. They don't have to suffer the way Nancy Tibbetts did, the way others have suffered, the way Christ suffers together. You know, it's just some things that's hard for me to put into words, and because it's not from a perspective of Nancy Tibbetts, and they're keeping me looking at Nancy Tibbetts, and I'm not Nancy Tibbetts. That's a name, you know, and which I want to get into all that. When you see rightly all these things, when people talking about the name, the birth certificate, all these things make sense now, you know. And when it concerning this one, the thing is, I don't know how all that works, because, you know, I'm only now have eyes to see, you know, that which I want to save that for the next video. I'm getting ready to make a short video. Excuse me. Like with the birth certificate, the name that's written on the paper. That's the name I abide in. I don't know how you put it. Name put on me. But that's not me. It's just a title that I go by. Or, you know, but the thing is, that title with my store, all the stuff that, you know, in my life, and I don't know how it all works together. I have to look into how, you know, I know it will all unfold. You know, I just have to, but it's through understanding that, you know, we work these things out, and through what's given to us, the understanding given, that's how we change things. But, you know, like with my store, that's under the name Nancy Tibbetts. How do I put away that name that I'm not? It's just a title. And I don't understand all that stuff about the birth certificate and Social Security and all that, but how, when this is my life here, that, you know, with my store and all the things I'm responsible for is, you know, all under that name. So how do you go about, you know, I don't know how all it's going to work to make changes to, you know, because through that name, that's Social Security, and that's how I pay the taxes, that's how, you know, that's how my whole business is run. So what you gonna do? You know, I don't know how it's gonna work. Did that make sense? And anyone can help me understand how that works. But I know it will all work out anyway. I know it will be done. Because my life isn't my life, and it never was. And I want to make another short video. I am going to say what I need to say, Riley. I know I'm just in a hurry right now, but but is that what I'm saying here? I am no longer thinking of that Nancy Tibbetts. That's not, it's that I'm no longer in the flesh. I'm no longer, that's my heart, everything is in spirit. Everything I see, everything I look at is spirit. I'm not looking at the carnal. I'm not looking at, you know, and so here they are binding this Nancy Tibbetts. I'm here, and they're binding me, and they're, you know, into the system. When it's just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not here to defend Nancy Tibbetts. I'm here to defend all that is right and true. I'm here to defend the word of Christ, the word of God. I'm not here to talk about Nancy Tibbetts. That's just, I'm not here to look at Nancy Tibbetts. I'm not here to speak on Nancy Tibbetts' behalf. Sorry, that was tea was coming in. Did any of that make sense? I don't know. It's just what is known within is just, and what is so clearly seen is just not, it just would take so many words to explain everything. It had to be explained within. Now it's rightly putting these things back out. You know, I hope something made sense. I do love you all. Many blessings.